to road safety management, and then you're a lecturer, and then is there ubiquitous? Is there anything you don't do? I mean, come on. And then you're a lay preacher. Let's talk. Yeah, talk. Tell me. Because all levels,
it was something else.
Yeah.
But I digress. So that is where all these, if I'll put it that way, I am always adventurous.
Yes.
I want to see what is happening everywhere. You know, I hear of this. Oh, what's going on there? Find out what it is. You know, you never know. So I got into marketing by default. My first degree was in languages, French and Spanish.
Ha! So, remember our French teacher, Mrs. Breachum, said to me,
Breachum.
Oh, Madame Breachum, she said to me, Dede Jabba, languages, I said, what? It's just je suis tu es.
Why? Exactly.
I struggled.
It wasn't your
so you speak Spanish?
No. I speak Spanish as well. Oh, muy bien, tú.
Oh, está bien. Oh, so I say, ça va?
Oh, très bien.
Oh, moi aussi.
Bon.
Okay. So, continue.
So what it is that as part of the course, we had to do a 1 year abroad in a country that speaks the language. So we found ourselves in Cuba. And that was one of the best moments of my life.
Wow.
Because you see, you're given a scholarship.
Yes.
The whole idea, expectations, by the time you come, you should be speaking the language. So what do? Live with the people.
Yeah.
Party. And our flat was at the edge of the beach. So you can beachfront.
Muy caliente.
Caliente, I'm telling you. Hot. So almost every weekend, we had cause to party. What is it? Somebody has bought a sound system. I mean, such, you know, how would I put it? Mundane reasons.
Right.
But we always had parties. Our neighbors came over. So we ended up really socializing with them.
So you got to know their culture. And they have a very rich culture.
Very rich.
There you go.
Very rich. In fact, some called me Barbara. You know how they do it, the pronunciation. Others called me Chango.
Oh.
And I was wondering what Chango was.
What is that?
Cuba is it's a fusion of the Nigerian or Benin culture and the Spanish culture.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So you would go to a typical home.
Right.
The Catholic churches are there.
Right.
But you would have a miniature of whether it's a god or whatever.
They have all these little things that...
With a rosary hanging around the neck. And so the literal translation was Chango.
Oh, but that's you though. You can boom, 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 boom. You know, but seriously, that's you. Because you take charge. When our dear friend, our sister, Elaine, her final year, her final months and weeks, we called you and I said, Babo, I don't even do hospitals. And you took charge. You took charge. You went to the hospital. You took whatever Elaine needed, because I couldn't go to the hospital. God knows I'm a hypochondriac. But I like how you organized, got all our friends to donate, contribute money towards her care. And I'm like, wow, my people call me tsunami, but no, you're the tsunami.
No,
but you were so great. You brought us all together.
Yes.
I remember in the church, after she passed, I only had to look at you, and then I felt a sense of comfort. I'm like, she's there.
Yes, that was one sad moment for us.
Right.
May Elaine's soul
rest in peace.
But she kind of brought us together.
Yes.
And we had to deal with a lot of, and I can tell you, I did that also because I had passed through a phase about 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
It's not pleasant when you're going through these medical challenges. And you need to see this doctor, you need to do that. You need help.
Right.
But sometimes what happens is your very close friends are the ones who will go asking, Barbara is just shrinking, has she got cancer? I had all those moments. So that's why I knew how Elaine felt.
Yes.
And I thank God for you, because friends like you, for raising them. Because some of us didn't really know that was
Exactly.
And so basically, it's about helping somebody. I always think that
inside you,
every human being has something.
Right.
And so it's been like that throughout my career.
Right.
Like I said, I got into marketing by default. I after going through the hospitality industry, I was guest relations at the Golden Tulip Hotel. Today is Lancaster.
Wow.
And then I joined the oil marketing industry.
Later found out.
Yes.
Hospitality.
Yes.
Okay, so it explains. Now everything is falling together. It's all falling. How was it? Was it fun? Can you teach us something? Because there are a lot of people who claim they're in the hospitality industry, and I cringe. I'm like,
yes.
First of all, know what it means first.
Exactly. It's funny. I was working with this and a high five to Mr. and Mrs. Chris Reindorf.
High five, Mr. and Mrs. Chris Reindorf.
First jobs.
Okay.
I was a marketing, I would not call it marketing, more of a salesperson.
Right.
And so That's
Let's go there.
Tourist attraction.
Wow.
So you want to make sure the hotels, anything to make sure people can,
enjoy themselves. They'll be comfortable
and everything. I went there lately. It looks like the road has been partly done, but it's not completed.
Don't talk to me about roads. Oh, you talk to me about roads. Road management,
we'll get
safety.
There's this lovely place we went to. I went for a 60th birthday. That was about 2 months ago.
Right.
Reddington Chalets. Have you heard of that?
No. In Ghana.
In Keta.
In Keta. Hey, I'm going to Keta. Yeah, I'm going to Keta. Oh. Eh?
We have white sand in Ghana. You know that?
Say what now?
Not the Inshona Labadike.
Not Jenu.
No.
Real white sand.
Real white sand. Beautiful.
Tell the people for me.
So we have all these in Ghana. And somewhere along my career, I had to do an audit in the oil industry along the beachfront, right from Aplau to Elubo, because we had premix surface tanks. And I chanced upon this beautiful place. They called it Princess Aketichi. It's in the western region. It's after Takrady.
Hey.
I don't know whether you've heard of that place.
No.
You actually travel through the forest.
Right.
And so this is a real forest where you don't see the sky. So it's dark. And then you suddenly appear at this beautiful beachfront.
Hey.
And I saw this white sun. I said, in Ghana. So we have beautiful places.
Oh. But we're not promoting it enough.
We are not.
This is where you come in.
And so it's a beautiful look. People, Ghana has lovely places.
Thank you. Tell
Ghana
them.
Has lovely places.
Wow.
And the culture. You come from Krobo area.
Hey.
You know what it's like with the beads, and we have beautiful people with beautiful hearts.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for
that is hospitality.
Yes.
I mean, we have the human resources. It's just a matter of putting infrastructure in place.
That's it.
And
we need to talk to the right people to do that. And you think you've had enough of me. I'm coming right at you. So in all of that, I wanted to ask you, I know, you're corporate in the oil industry, road and safety industry, and you're very high up. Now, your gender, because in America, see the cultural difference thing. In America, as a female, if you're up there, there are always some people down there trying to bring you down just because of your gender.
Exactly.
How has your gender affected your roles?
Wow.
Positives and negatives.
I can speak a lot to positives. First of all, I was the first female taken as a territory manager in the oil industry.
Wow.
I recall, we're about 12 interviewed. I was the only female in the, and I think they took both of us then. Some have 2, 3, 4 service stations. We are talking about millions of dollars.
Wow.
And you are going to tell them, no, you shouldn't do this. This is not the way to go about it. Pay your workers this. It's very, but you see.
Were you intimidated?
Never.
I didn't.
Did you know me?
I didn't think so. I didn't think so.
Me. And there were times that, it was a bit difficult, but I wouldn't say it was discrimination against. It probably was even easier for me.
Okay.
As a female.
Okay. Oh wow.
At a point I had to handle different territories, Accra, Koforidua, and several. Right. Then I was transferred to Kumasi. And it was a promotion because then I was promoted to the role of an area manager who oversaw the territory managers, So I had 2 territories under me. We had the northern and the Kumasi North and Kumasi South. But these started from Nkoko all the way up to the north. Okay. And it was interesting. The first day I'll give you, we had we call them dealers.
Right.
So I go to visit this manager. It's like, who is this lady? So she's coming to take over as area manager. Really? Have you told her we don't speak English here?
Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph. So say what now?
So I said, so I quickly said, oh, it's no problem. I speak your language. Oh, madam. Oh, okay. Then you are one of us. That was it. That was it.
I find that a little bit surprising. Do you know why? Because I think Ghanaian men, as much as they are emasculated and misunderstood, are also a little chauvinistic, where they find it difficult to take instructions from a woman.
Yes.
But with you, well, then again, knowing your personality, you don't come across as, hey, look at me, I'm taking over.
No.
You have this air of humility about you. Meanwhile, you're very strong. Yes.
You make me sound like an angel. I'm not.
Oh.
I've had my moments in the corporate world, okay?
Right.
I mean, there were times, I could fight in fact, the guys were using me to fight their battles. And somehow, I got away with some of them.
Right.
But it was not always. There was a time I was in Kumasi and my boss, there was an issue, said, hey, if you can't do the work, pack and come back to Ghana. And I did. I come back to Accra.
Right.
And I also packed and I came back.
Oh!
So we had, and then Ghana belongs to a cluster.
Right.
What we call is a Ghana West Africa cluster. So Cote d'Ivoire, the West African countries.
Right.
So our boss was in Cote d'Ivoire. Was he then? Or Senegal? The head office had been moved to Senegal.
Right.
Yinka Bioye. Hello. That's another of my great mentors.
Oh.
So he came down. I think he saw the exchange.
Right.
He came down. Hey, what are you doing here? And I said, well, my boss says I should come back. So I've come. He said,
what?
Do you know what we are grooming you for?
Oh.
Please.
I
trained you. Go back.
Oh, yeah?
So, yes, you must recognize as a human being when you've made a mistake.
Right.
And I packed immediately
and went back. Wow.
And within, you see, that's the beauty of, if you don't take things personally.
No.
This boss that we had a fight with, eventually is the one who pushed me to replace him. Among 8, let's say 3 area managers, I was the one he pushed.
Wow.
Okay, so that's another lesson.
Yeah.
Don't burn, what do they call them?
Don't burn the bridges.
The bridges. Don't
burn your bridges.
That should never happen.
And leave the emotions outside of the corporate
world. Aside.
Yeah.
And so so from Kumasi, of course, I used to travel, Bole, Laura, it was tough.
Hey.
But I had very good territory managers who said, no, we are not going to allow you to go alone. And they would always want to go with me. And the service station managers.
Wow.
That's one thing, Dede. If I'm leaving Tamale to Bolga,
right,
and within 2 hours I don't get to Bolga, they start panicking. Because this person is going to call Bolga. Has she arrived yet? Please. So where is she?
So that Because of where you work, you have people from the international world. You also teach, you're a professor, adjunct professor. I mean, I don't care about adjunct, you're a professor. You're teaching marketing and everything. You're grooming students, people to go out there in the world. LGBTQ.
Oh, dude.
I know you're a lay preacher, so, but I know you also love everybody.
Yes.
So what kind of advice would you give students that you're mentoring, that you're teaching, that you're training? Because it's a very competitive world out there. And Ghana is a very faith-based nation.
Very much.
And being gay is illegal apparently. What would you tell them? Because when they go out there, they can't take their faith-based ideals and cultural ideals out there. What would you say to them?
It's as though you were in my class 2 days ago. I was telling them that, you are being prepared for the outside. As a talent, something unique. So that is what you have to look out for.
Look beyond their sexual orientation.
Yes.
Look beyond all of that.
And they are human beings.
Love
you want money
yourself.
I told them, when you look at literature, I am United Airlines.
Right.
They have a crew that is all LGBTQ plus.
Get out of here.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. They have the magazines, they have whatever it is. So Gifty is going out there. She wants to sell her fascinators. Skincare products.
Right.
And skincare or any of those products are they are for families.
Right.
In Ghana here, the commercial, typical family, father, male, mother, female, and all the children, different genders. You go out there, you want to reach out to that community, you probably have to diversify your commercials.
Oh,
so I'm teaching you marketing now.
Yay! Yo, can you see that?
You want
marketing
to reach them.
101. Listen.
Are you going to still use the traditional father, mother, female,
right,
and then children? You may have to, because over there, it's different. The orientation is different. You have a household of 2 male parents.
Oh, yes.
With different
or
children.
2 female.
Exactly. Yeah. And so how are you hoping to survive in that kind of environment? You are okay if you don't subscribe to it, but I will tell you the implications so that when you go out there,
yes,
it's up to you. So that's me.
Hey, you're a wife. You're a mother of 3. I've met your son. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So my question. I'll ask you the easy one. How do you balance? Because you seem to be, I call you ubiquitous Barbara. You're everywhere, doing everything. How do you balance work, and home? You're a wife, you're being a wife, you're a mother, you have a child, and then you have work. Hey, Dios mío.
It's crazy. Dios mío, dear Dios mío. It's crazy. It's crazy. I will not sit here and say I'm the most perfect person in balancing.
Right.
Something has to give.
Yeah.
He knows where the key is.
Right.
So it's not an easy thing, being
not.
a female, balancing all these rules. But
right.
I always say that, I go back to God and I say, every day I tell God, I don't know what to expect.
Right.
You know what lies ahead. Just give me the strength. I'm talking about being, okay, so I'm a mother and now my son is there. There are 2 older divas. I call them my divas. One is she's just done with her master's in international affairs.
Wow.
The other one is also working, as an administrator of the school. So, yeah, they are kind of on their own, but
right.
my eyes are still there.
You have to keep your eyes on them.
So it's a balancing act, and to all the, my fellow females, you can never get everything right. Okay, so you try to manage. You have to balance. I got home, my son was running a temperature. Midnight, we were at the hospital. But by the next morning, I had to go back to work.
Hey!
So that's it. You live with it.
And knowing you tend to do, with everything you do, you excel at it. I wouldn't say you're a perfectionist, because when people say, I'm a perfectionist, or that person's, then the person's not human.
It's true.
But you put in your 110, exactly. And I love that about you.
Thank you.
So, guys, we keep hearing about, everywhere I turn, female empowerment. We're doing organizations, events. Everything is about female empowerment. Or we're mentoring these girls to do this. But we're grooming these girls to do what exactly? Marry who? The guys? Are we mentoring the guys? Who's mentoring them? Who's shaping them up to become great citizens? Who's doing that?
Yeah. I mean,
Dr. Easmon.
I agree with you.
Talk to me.
Again, it's yesterday, just at a lecture, I just mentioned it, that yes, there's a lot, and yes, people need to be empowered.
Yes.
Traditionally, yes, the female has not been given as much opportunity within our cultural setting.
Right.
But then again, there have been so many initiatives. NGOs, everybody is, empowering females and all that. You go to, in fact, within wonderful males that have worked with me. Some came, quite a number, national service. I don't know them from anywhere. I usually take people, anybody who comes, they give you the person, take the person. And by the time the person is leaving, you know the person has, been given all these skills.
Wow.
You go back to my home, I need somebody to help with my son, who is, he's younger.
Yes.
And so 5 years ago, I had this gentleman, he's kind of a caretaker. He's my son, actually.
Right.
And when my husband saw his results, he attended Laboni. He made once, and we're like, no.
No. Whoa.
You are going back to school. And so such a person, to the glory of God, he is now doing his national service. He's finished University of Ghana. And it's not been easy because sometimes then this morning, for instance, he's had to wake up. He had to clean my car, and I noticed he didn't look too okay. He said he wasn't feeling so. But like I said, it's not so much a conscious effort, but bring them. Chief executive actually took him to work with him because, I'm happy when it happens.
Yes.
Even though I've lost somebody.
But that's a success story.
That is it. Somebody notices him, and before we realized, he's in France every now and then, at least I get some good perfume. This watch came from him. Wow. It's one of those things. And I'm here to find time to pay him a visit. But these are the kinds of things we should do.
Yes.
And you once in a while keep an eye. What I do with my son. I say, hey, hey, please don't go and treat anybody's daughter like that. Oh. You saw what this person did to. No.
Right.
That's not how gentlemen behave. So it should be rounded.
Yes.
It's not just education, but
it should be
socially.
Exactly. Exactly. And wow.
My mother used to say, with the females, it's easy to, can I have something for transport? Sometimes for the females, we have a way of getting things.
Yes.
It's difficult for the male child.
So what should we do?
And that's why we need to invest a bit more in the male child as well.
I believe so too.
Empower them.
Exactly.
Your son has finished school. You have an old car at home. You are not spoiling the person.
No.
But you also want to make sure they are responsible. And that's what I do with my son. I said, you haven't shown responsibility. So you are not going, mommy, I'm responsible. I said, you are not. But these are values we need to build in them as well.
Instill in them.
Yeah.
Because I meet young men these days, and I'm like, who's raising these people? So they'll just saunter in and not even greet.
No.
They would open the door. When you open the door, they open the door and slam it in your face when you're right behind them.
Or they walk past you when you
They walk right past you. And I'm like, hey, what happened to just basic manners?
Manners, exactly.
How are you going to cope in? The world is getting more competitive by the second.
It is.
What kind of men are we raising?
It is. And they you get them, and I tell them, you have the benefit of technology today.
Exactly.
So please, you have no excuse. You need to use technology. And I'm proud to say my son does, all this TikTok and Instagram, I'm not into it. But my son said, Mommy, you cannot be. And then even this morning, he said, do you have a handle? I said,
it's a generational thing.
Exactly. And I encourage him to do that. But gradually, I monitor in between. I'm like, hey, you shouldn't be watching this. keep an eye so that we raise people who are responsible and can contribute effectively to society.
I love that. Wow. Okay, so we're getting to the hot takes. You're lucky. I'm going to give you a very small one. So in Ghana we have the Okada bicycle riders for deliveries. Should we ban them or keep them? I think they should be banned. Ooh, I hope I don't get in trouble for that. They drive me nuts.
They do. This morning when I was coming, one did that to me, and I just said to myself, you probably made me revise what I was going to say. But you see, it's a whole economy.
Right.
It's a complete economy that is offering employment to a lot of people.
But don't you think they should train them at least?
So that's where I'm getting to. Probably the state has to take charge.
Yes.
It's true the state has no business in doing business. People say that, but we keep saying you offer the basics, basic building blocks, and then people can just
exactly. You
so
think they'll do that?
We have training schools.
Oh,
we have training. In my company, we do training.
Oh wow! Yeah.
So we have training schools. Offer them some training.
Yes. On
road safety, and then make sure that you also have your security agencies monitoring, because you see it's crazy. When you stop at the traffic lights, you see what happens.
Right.
You get
like
50. It can be overwhelming.
Especially when you're from a country where nothing like that exists. And you're sitting, and then when they're riding in front of, they just
exactly.
And I'm like, oh my God.
So I'm torn between if we say we are not, if we say we are banning them,
right?
What are they going to do? And I tell you, what we see in Accra, is a miniature. Go to Tamale. Go to Aflao. All the border towns.
I saw it in Tamale. Yeah.
It's a whole economy. So I would rather advocate for the government to get involved. It's also an avenue. Set up training facilities. Let them be trained.
It keeps
and
some
monitor.
Of our men and women
employed. Otherwise, I don't know what is going to happen. I mean, already unemployment is an issue in this country.
We can't have
you go to the universities, and what is happening is that the students are there. Workers are also. I'm teaching a lot of workers. I do teaching at we call it the city campus, and most of them are workers who are going back to school.
They're going back.
Half of the company, they are all studying
to learn different trades.
Okay. So when they all come out, where are they going? The Okada does delivery of all kinds of products.
Exactly.
They carry human beings as well and all that. So I think it's a balancing act.
Okay.
It's a balancing act.
Oh, wow. Wow. So guess what? We're getting to the end. Wow. Was it difficult?
It was.
I am so naughty. So I know your hobbies. Mm-hmm. You love music.
Yes.
You love to dance. Yes. Just like me. I love music. I love to dance. Before we even get into that, this is a little something for you.
Beautiful.
I mean, I wish I could have baked.
I have to wear it.
You have to wear it.
I will. Thank you so much.
So we're gonna do a little dance.
You don't say.
Yeah, a little music here. Yo, cue the music for us.
Wow, reggae.
Show your moves. Oh, you love reggae.
I love reggae.
Let's go. I know. There's always something naughty.
You are naughty. You are naughty. Oh, yeah.
Still. Here we go.
Wow.
Hey, what's wrong? There you go.
You know, reggae is full to the soul.
There you go.
Wow.
The one music that was really well exactly. You know? Oh, that's right. Let me listen to Bamboo. Oh man, I love this thing. Doesn't it remind you of God? Hey, God. I'm beating up. That's right, my son got my radio. Calling on the Texas. Hey, I put it on the side. Hey, okay. I've been a single and a classical. Thinking I'm superstar. Hey, life without music, I can't go. Hey, life without music. Hey, go. Hey, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this time with Dr. Barbara Easmon, whom I fondly call Barbara.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Wow.
That was wonderful.
Hey, we did it.